Namaskar students, hope all are fit and healthy. Let's continue our chapter number 3, current electricity. In the previous chapter we have learned about current, current density, relation between current density and electric field, resistivity, conductivity. Now we will continue our next session and our next topic is drift velocity. So first question is, what is drift velocity? Drift velocity is nothing but the average velocity attained by charged particles such as electron in material due to electric field. Drift velocity definition of drift velocity is average velocity attained by the charged particle like electron in materials due to an electric field. Drift stands for drift's meaning is which moving slowly. Here electrons are moving slowly. They will collide with each other during its motion, and due to this we will get velocity, and this velocity is known as the drift velocity. So in the next we have to find a formula of drift velocity. So we will start to find this formula by using our general formula of the force, which is F is equal to ma, where F is the force, m stands for mass of the electron or mass of the charged particle, a stands for acceleration by the electron. Assuming that one electron is moving and it is colliding with another electron and it attained some acceleration, and this acceleration is ai. So now from this formula you will get ai is equal to F upon m. So here what is F? As we know, drift velocity is due to an electric field. It means it having some electric field E. We are having charged particles like electron. So there is a relation between electric field and charged particle, which is F is E is equal to F by Q, and here it is electron, so its formula become F by E. Here electron sign is negative, so from this formula you will find F is equal to minus E upon m. It is a formula of acceleration of the one collision. Next, general formula of acceleration is velocity upon time. A is equal to v by t. So you will get velocity from this formula, which is v is equal to at. For the initial collision ai, let its velocity is vi, its time taken is ti. Putting the value of this, which is minus e upon m into ti. So you will get the formula of vi, and which is minus em upon ti. This formula is for velocity of the electron of single collision. As we know, electrons are moving here and there, so it will collide with another electrons also. From this we can find the average velocity, and average velocity will be find like vi of average is equal to minus E upon m Ti of average, because here charge of the electron is fixed, electric field is fixed, mass of the electron is fixed, there is a change in time taken. So there is an average of time taken and average of velocity. This average of velocity is known as the drift velocity, and the symbol of drift velocity is Vd. So formula becomes minus E upon m, and the average of time is taken as this symbol, and this symbol is known as a tau. So Ti average is nothing but the average time tau. So now you will get the formula of drift velocity, which is minus E upon m into tau, and this formula indicates that electrons are getting accelerated. Now due to electric field, electrons are moving here and there. It means it covers some distance. That this distance covered by the electron is x in particular time delta t. So from the formula of velocity, which is velocity is equal to distance or displacement upon time, x, from this formula you will get x is equal to Vd into time. Time here we have taken delta t. Here x is the distance, and distance is always positive. So here we have to take modulus of Vd, which is magnitude of the velocity, into time taken, is known as a distance. Let n is the number of free electrons per unit volume. Assuming that n is equal to number of free electrons per unit volume. From this, what is the number of free electron? Number of free electrons will be given by n into volume, n into volume, and this volume is n into capital V. How can you find capital V? Here electrons are moving, it means it covers some distance, moving in particular area. Let this area is capital A. Distance covered by them is x, and as we know, volume is equal to nothing but the distance or length or height into area. Here distance covered is x and area is A. So number of free electrons here are taken as n into x into A. Put the value of x from this formula, which is Vd into delta t. So you will get Vd delta t into capital A. Let these electrons having charge, and this charge is minus E. So total charge of electron, capital Q, is given by n Vd delta t into A into minus E, where E is the charge of the electron. Hope all are getting my point. Now Q is equal to minus Ne delta T A into Vd. This amount of charge directed towards the left, and hence total charge transported along capital A, along capital E, means electric field across the area, is negative of this. It means you will get positive charge which are transported along electric field across the area. So charge are transported. is given by Q is equal to plus NE delta T A into modulus of Vd. Now, as we know, value of Vd, drift velocity, value of drift velocity is nothing but the minus EEM upon tau. Here we have to take modulus of this. It means we will get positive value of Vd, which is EE upon M into tau. On the other hand, left hand side, due to charge there is a current, and this current is I. Charge are transferring in time delta t. So from this you will get the formula of charge, which is I into delta t. So now formula becomes I delta t is equal to NE delta t A minus E tau upon M. Here delta t will be cancelled out. You will get I is equal to NE. Here E is 2 times, small e is out of 2 times, so you will get square capital E upon M into tau into A. If we take area to the right hand side to left hand side, we will get I by A, and as we know, we have seen in previous video that I by A is nothing but the current density J. So you will get J is equal to NE square E tau upon M. But another formula of current density is sigma into E. Conductivity into electric field is nothing but the current density. So you will get this formula, sigma E is equal to NE square E tau upon M. Here electric field will be cancelled out. So you will get sigma is equal to NE square tau upon M. And from this you can also find resistivity, which is nothing but the reciprocal of conductivity, and you will find M upon NE square tau. So by using the formula of drift velocity, you can derive you can find the formula of resistivity and conductivity. By using drift velocity, you can derive another quantity, and this quantity is nothing but the mobility. Explain mobility. This question came in the Gujarat board question, Gujarat board exam in March 2020 in 2 marks question. You have to explain mobility. So first you have to write definition of the mobility, and the definition of mobility is ratio of drift velocity and drift velocity and electric field. So definition is ratio of drift velocity and electric field is known as the mobility. Its symbol is mu. M-E-U, mu. So from this formula you can, from this definition you can derive the formula mu is equal to Vd upon capital E, which is drift velocity upon capital E. Unit is meter square per second into voltage V. Now put the value. Here drift velocity, we don't have to take with velocity in negative sign, we have to take it its modulus. Mobility is always in positive. Again, drift velocity minus E tau upon M. Here we are putting it E tau upon m into E, E will be cancelled out. You will get E tau upon m. And this is a formula to find mu. Here Vd is equal to E upon m into tau with negative sign. Okay, it is a formula to find mobility, and formula is E tau upon m. Let's move to the next topic, which is the limitation of Ohm's law. It's limitation of Ohm's law. As we know that Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. From this you can find R is equal to V upon I. And if you draw a graph of resistance by using voltage and current, it should be straight line like this. This line or this line is the line of the resistance. But it is not same for everywhere. It is not same everywhere. First case, if we take a good conductor, if you draw a graph or you will find the values of voltage and current, and draw a graph, it does not straight. It is little bit curve after some value. In the second drawback, if you increase the value of voltage, this current is increasing, but when you decrease the voltage, same amount of voltage you are taking, then this voltage having current, which current is not moving in the same line. And this case is for diode, that you will learn in chapter semiconductor devices in the second part, which is chapter number 14. In the third case, if you take material like gallium arsenide, and if you find a graph, you find that you will get more than one value of current for the same value of voltage. Means like this, for the same value of voltage, you will find two different current. Means if the same voltage, more than two values you can find for the current. So it is a drawback of Ohm's law. So from this we can say that there are three drawbacks: one for the good conductor, second one for diode, and third one for gallium arsenide. Our next topic is resistivity of various material. As we have learned in the previous class, that materials are classified as a conductor, semiconductor, and insulator depending on their resistivity. Metal have low resistivity, in the range of 10⁻⁸ ohm meter to 10⁻⁶ ohm meter. For the insulator like ceramic, rubber, plastic, it having resistivity 10⁻18 times more than the metal. Means metal having low resistivity like 10⁻⁸ ohm meter into and 10⁻⁶ ohm meter, while for the insulator it is 10⁻18 times more than the metal. In between these, another material came, which is nothing but this semiconductor. Semiconductor have resistivity is characteristically decreasing. Resistivity symbol is rho. It is decreasing when you increase the temperature. While increasing the temperature, resistivity of the semiconductor materials are characteristically decreasing, and you can see the value in the book table 3.1. Right now I don't have any book to show these values. You can directly see in your textbook. Okay, so these three things you have to remember for what about metal, insulator and semiconductor. In the same topics there is subtopic which is types of resistor. Generally there are two types of resistor. First resistor, it is wire bound resistor. Here name suggests that these resistors are made up of winding the wire of an alloy. It is winding wires of an alloy. Here the word came alloy. What is alloy? Alloy is nothing but the metal made by mixing two or more metals together. What is alloy? It is matter made by mixing two or more metal together. Which type of alloys are used in wire bound resistor? That is, first it is used manganese, second is constantan, and first is manganese, second constant, and third is nichrome. These three alloys are used to made wire bound resistor. Manganese is a mixture of Cu, copper, manganese and nickel. Constantan is a mixture of copper and nickel. Nichrome is a combination or mixing of nickel, chromium and iron, which is Fe. Ranges of these resistors are of some fraction to the few hundred ohms. Value of resistor values are fraction of ohm to few hundred ohm. It means if I want 1000 ohm resistor, 10,000 ohm resistor, then we cannot made it by using this type of resistor, which is wire bound resistor. For that we require second type of resistor, which is known as a carbon resistor. Second type of resistor are carbon resistor. For that you have to remember this table. That this table consists of different type of color, and there are 13 types of color, 12 types of color. One is no color, which is total 13 type of color. First column is of color, second column is number 0 to 9, second is again 0 to 9 number, third column is multiplier which having power 10 raised to power something, so 10 raised to 0 to 10 raised to 9 and 10 raised to minus 1 and 10 raised to minus 2, and next and last column is tolerance, and this tolerance have only having three color having tolerance: gold, silver and no color. Gold having plus or minus 5%, silver having plus or minus 10%, and no color having plus or minus 20% of tolerance. So first color is black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey, white, gold, silver and no color. So now the question is, how can you find the resistance of the resistor by just watching that resistor? By watching that resistor, how can you find its value of resistance? For that, let take an example. Like, let resistor having four types of color. First color is brown, second color is blue, third color is red, and next color is silver. Four color resistor is brown. First color brown, second is blue, third is red, and fourth is silver. And from this color, how can you find the value of resistance? For that, you have to see first color, which is brown. Take number of the first column, brown having number 1, so we will write here 1. Second color is blue, so for the second color you have to see the second column, and blue having number 6, so put here, so you will get 16 number. Third is red, and this color value of this color comes from the third column, which is multiply. It means you have to multiply this number, and so red having which number? It is 10:2, so multiply it by 10:2. And last color is silver column having silver color, we have to take its value from the fourth column, which is tolerance, and its value is plus or minus 10%. See, you have to remember that tolerance having value in percentage, and its percentage is plus or minus. Okay, so now 16, 1 from brown, 6 for the blue color from the second column, multiply for the red color having multiply value 10 square. Then fourth color is silver, and whose value is plus or minus 10. It came from the fourth column, so plus or minus 10%. Now find the value. 16 into 10 square, it means 1600, plus or minus 10%. So you have to find the 10% of 1600, and 10% of 1600 is 160. So you will get two values, one is 1600 plus 160, or 1600 minus 160. So color code of brown, blue, red and silver having value of resistance are of 2. One is this or this. It is, and unit is ohm. Hope you will understand how to find this. Taking another example, let first color is yellow, second color is black, third color is orange, and fourth color is gold. Again, let's come. Yellow. Find the value from the first column. Yellow, first column 4. Put 4 here. Second color black. Black. Second column 0. Then third column is for multiplier. Multiplier orange. Orange here. Its value is 10⁻3. 10⁻3. Plus or minus. Last color is gold. Gold having fourth column and its value is plus or minus 5. So you will find 40,000 plus or minus 5%. Okay, you can directly write these also, or you can convert, or you can find the 5% of 40,000. You can find the two values of this colors register. Okay, third example I am taking. If I gave you directly value of 15 kilo ohm and you have to derive color code. In first two examples we have given colors and we have to find the values of resistance. Now in the third example we have given value of resistance, we have to find color code. And how can we find? Just do whatever we have done, its opposite. Means 15 kilo, it means it is multiplier into 10⁻3. Conversion of kilo is 10⁻3. Okay, now 1 is from the first column. Find 1 from the first column. Here, what is the color of 1 here? It is brown. So here color is brown. First color is brown. Second is 5. 5 from the second column. 5, it having color green. Third is green. Sorry, second is green. Third is multiplier. Value is 10⁻3. 10⁻3, third column value, and its color is orange. So this register of 15 kilo ohm having color code brown, green and orange. It means first color is brown, second is green and third is orange. Now one question is there, how can you remember this color? It may be mixer, means you can mix the values or you can mix the color. And how can you remember this? See, it is easy that you have to just put the values 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 10⁻0 to 10⁻9 and to another 10⁻- and 10⁻². Fourth column, just 3 values you have to remember, plus or minus 5, 10 and 20% for last 3 column only, or for the last 3 values only. But how can you remember this? For this I am giving 2 short form. First short form you have to remember this: B.B. Roy goes Bombay via Gateway with gold and silver necklace. Gold and silver necklace. Second is B.B. Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife wearing gold and silver necklace. B.B. Roy first took same Great goes Britain Bombay. Okay, so here first letter B stands for black, B second B stands for brown, R red, O orange, Y yellow, G stands for green, this B stands for blue, has a very V stands for violet, G gray, white, no meaning gold, silver and noble. So by using these two form you can remember the table of this table you can remember, and this table is for color code of carbon register. Till now in this video we have learned about drift velocity, formula of drift velocity. By using drift velocity we can derive sigma and rho conductivity in resistor. Formula of this n square tau upon m upon n square tau. Another value we can derive mobility, which is mu e tau upon m. Next topic we have learned about limitation of Ohm's law. There are three limitations, one for the good conductor, second for the diode, third one is for gallium arsenide. Next topic we have learned about resistivity of the various material. How can you classify material like insulator, semiconductor or conductor by using this table 3.1. Then types of resistor, two types, wire wound resistor, it is made up of alloys. How many alloys are there? We can three types of alloy, manganese, constantine, nichrome. Values of this type of resistor are fraction of ohm to few hundred ohms. Second type of resistor is carbon resistor. We have seen the table. We have to remember this table. From this table we can derive the value of resistor by just watching this resistor. It is some examples, and these two are the short form of these are short form to remember this table. Hope till this you will understand. New topics will be learned in the next session. Thank you.